Allegedly, Diddy assaulted men and women. What happens to the soul of an assault victim?
Good question. The Bible is clear concerning the soul, right? A person, a human being, is made up of three entities: spirit, soul, and body. The soul is where you have the emotions, is what you have the intellect, is what you have the feelings, if you will. Right? That's the soul area. So when a person, whether it's a man, whether it's a woman, that is assaulted, when they go through that trauma, their soul becomes fragmented. There is a fragmentation that takes place. Every time a victim is assaulted, a chunk, a piece of their soul is ripped from them and is cast away from them. The individual, the victim, the more they have that experience, the more part of themselves they lose. That's why a lot of victims, many times they have to go through therapy because emotionally they're not there. Emotionally, they don't have a grip on themselves. And that's because their soul has been fragmented. When a person's soul is fragmented, they don't have, let me put it this way, they don't have their full components functioning the way they should. When a person's soul is fragmented, they deal with a lot of emotional up and down thoughts. When a person fragmented soul or have a fragmented soul, they deal with a lot of instability, which can lead, that instability can follow them into other relationships. They become unstable, they become emotional, they become very easily angered, they become disturbed, that they become that any little thing they get hurt because they are carrying wounds in their soul through fragmentation, that their total individual is not what it should be. So when a person has gone through that experience, they are not their full self. And I repeat, it's because such victims go through soul fragmentation. And today in Deliverance also, not only we deal with casting out the demon spirits that may have entered that individual, men, women, right? They experience the same thing in many ways. But when we put people through deliverance and we cast out the spirits, then we have to put them through inner healing. And that's why the inner healing is important, because now that the demon is gone, you have to heal that soul because the soul is fragmented. Where a deliverance may take 2 minutes, 5 minutes to get a person free spiritually, an inner healing or a healing of their soul may take a long time. May take weeks, may take months, sometimes even years, depending on how deep the wound has been and how fragmented the soul became. So when a person goes through deliverance, that's the first stage of restoration, of transformation, of healing, because the second stage is the inner healing, where we have to now do something biblically to comprise, to bring back, to reconnect the pieces of that soul that had been fragmented. And that's where the work begins.
Our God is alive and still speaks. He wants to speak to you and change your reality. Visit us and witness the power of God in prophecy, deliverance, healing, and miracles. Go to our website and register. We have multiple events for you.
Ed Citronnelli Ministry, touching people, touching nations, and touching the world for the glory of Jesus Christ.